How many of these cars have over 100 miles on their odometer? .9 actual miles, all from being pushed in and out of displays. This motorcycle. That's funny. Never had gas in the tank, oil in the engine, or acid in the battery. It's got enough headlights. But that was the shape of Mercedes-Benz for a good solid decade.
Oh yeah. Didn't change it much.
Holy cow, they've got one of the Lambo Humvees. Yeah, I read about those things. AM General wasn't real happy when they showed up because they looked a lot like a Humvee, which AM General was attempting to sell the government at the time. Lamborghini Espada 400 GT Series 3 from 1973. Yeah, Berton did like those lines. And interestingly enough, there's not an engine back there, which means it actually had a front engine. You could definitely see where the Fiat X19 lines came from. Same shop. Yep. Or was it Berton X19? Might have been both, actually. Remember our neighbor, Cinnamon Hill, owned one. I thought briefly about buying it, but ended up it was rotting out. It would have been a project. And
Expensive project.
yeah, and I'm not a project person when it comes to cars. I'm a buy it, have somebody else fix it person. The Rambo Lambo. Never thought I'd see one of these things live.
It's kind of ugly.
Well,
It's not designed for beautiful design.
no, it's built to be an off-road vehicle.
Yeah.
$2,500 a piece for the tires. For Pirelli. These are BF Goodrich's. this is not a Ferrari, it's a Maserati. Alfa Romeo Giulietta Sprint Speciale. And a Maserati racing boat. Gotta be a sign around it somewhere. Looks like on the other side. World Speed, 1954 World Speed record holder. Now Danny would love this. He's drummer at Court Street on occasion. He rebuilds bug buses and wins awards with them at car shows.
Really?
Yeah. So if you ever see a bug bus in the parking lot or out front at Court Street, he's
I
there.
remember him.
This is a 1967 Volkswagen Type 2 21 window Samba bus. The 75 horsepower in the Sander version. The uprated one's a 95 horsepower.
I don't know what is that.
It's like sticking a Volkswagen engine in the back end. And then there's the year before. You can definitely see the lines the 911 came from. last 10 of these were assembled for the Dutch police. And then a 959, otherwise known as the method Bill Gates funded the Washington State Highway Patrol. I think Bill Gates owned one of these. It wasn't street legal, but he went out and got speeding tickets in it anyway. Or so the story goes. "27 miles per gallon at 115 miles per hour." That's decent freeway numbers. Okay, no wonder the 911 looks like a 356. It was designed to look like a 356. This looks like the ultimate California highway traveling vehicle. Okay, was this one owned by Prince? I don't think I've ever seen a purple Porsche before. Optional ultraviolet. We're at the back end of a Ford GT. And there's something that people could actually own. Okay, this was actually a Corvette competitor. Okay. So without touching it, because that is a no-no. Okay, so they got a 2006 in yellow over there and a 2005 in red here. '67 Camaro, Cherokee, one off. As Joker said of Batman, where does he get his wonderful toys? And then we've got one that didn't go back to the future. And I'm not sure if that would be considered a white elephant gift or not. We have a 2004 Acura NSX. Honda's little supercar that they made the owners the beta testers and told them that. And then a 1970 Toyota 2000 GT. Which as a car has a rather interesting history. If you can afford to buy stuff like this, would you buy pedestrian? That is a Toyota from a BMW designer for Nissan. And then you swing around and you see this. The 1959 Auto Bianchina Transformabile Series 2. And I probably butchered that. I'm sorry to anybody who actually knows Italian. I don't. Well, they had a 21 horsepower version. and the roof slid back. And then there's a CUDA. Dan, eat your heart out. Because I'm willing to bet this CUDA has floorboards. Now that is a profile. .1965 Ferrari 330 GT Shark Nose. Let's take a look here at the placard. One of one. If you want to read the whole thing, I suggest you hit pause. So Ferrari designed the chassis, the powertrain, and all that, and other coach workers put the bodywork, so they probably all look different. The ninth of only 16. A 1965 Ferrari 275 GTB/6C long nose alloy. Okay, that is a little bit of an odd looking nose. It's got a bit of an anteater component to it, or something. Of course, from that angle, it looks like it could eat you, and probably would, for lunch. Alright, what do you get the guy who has absolutely everything? You get him the Ferrari prancing horse statue that sat behind Enzo Ferrari's desk. '69 Ferrari 365 GTS, the fifth of 20 built. Could do 140 miles per hour. You probably wouldn't want to, quite honestly. 1960 Ferrari 250 GT Pininfarina Cabriolet Series 2. Small collection of motorcycles, all of which go much faster than I'd be comfortable with, because I'm a wimp and I know it. This is a toy that was used. Oh,
So I replicated
Bimbo Racer is what that. Okay. I was thinking those motorcycles are not from 1956. Electric motor with a 12-volt battery. One of the best surviving. It would do 7 miles an hour. Then we get into somewhat more modern looking Ferraris. 2001 Ferrari 550 Barchetta. As long as we can, let's take a look inside. I guess if you really don't want to miss a shift, the gear shifter tells you where to go. And it does have a radio. I don't see a CD player though. So the 2001 Ferrari 550 Maranello. So what we have here is two 2001 Ferrari 550s, just slightly different stylings. One's a Corvette, or one's a hardtop, and the other one is a convertible. And this one apparently is fairly rare for the color, because it's not red. Then we have the classic F40 from 1990. Effectively the Ferrari's Ferrari. And where do you go from the F40? The F50 for 1995. Built to be functional, not necessarily comfortable. I don't know, they'd probably produce vortexes. That might actually help. Lovely, simply lovely. Also looks like it would eat you. But it might eat you for brunch instead of lunch. One of 399. Carbon fiber seats. Those do not sound comfortable. Performance comes at a price, and sometimes it's not just monetary. It's 1963 Ferrari 250 GTE Series 3. We have a hydroplane with, interestingly enough, a two-bladed prop. That was a restriction to the type or something. Motor was from a totaled race car. Okay. One of 6 of the motors. It does look like a Formula One, maybe an early Indy car on a boat hull. And then there's I guess it's a brass horse. It doesn't have a sign. right, a 2013 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Most expensive, quickest, and most powerful Ferrari model when it went on sale in the US. I like that. Electronic watchdogs monitor stability control, traction control, magnetic shock stiffness, gearbox speed, shift speed, and rear differential to keep bad drivers from becoming dead riders. Although the electronic nets are on board to protect the innocent or stupid, they aren't responsible for the F12's friendly manners. Somebody had fun writing that one. 2011 Ferrari 599 GTO Limited Coupe. Two 2007 599 GTB Fiorano Coupe. I don't know how that word is pronounced. Oh yes, the previous one. An oddly bulbous front end. Oh, this one used to be owned by Jeff Gordon. The last 12-cylinder with a manual transmission. So you can say that Jeff Gordon sat here. That's quite the motorcycle. And now we enter the land of the supercars. A Bugatti Veyron. Well, it's kind of like the F4 Phantom. Proof that you put enough horsepower in something it can fly. For the front end, only a mother, a Bugatti lover, or maybe an Aston Martin owner could love. There were like 4 of these built a year, 4 point something.
The size of that engine.
Yeah, it's what, a V12? No, a pair of V8s. So essentially a W16, I think. The Spider. I'm going to guess that this is a slightly newer Spider. Ah, 2005. Older, actually, by 10 years. V10 in this one, though. That one's only got a V8. And just some more Ducatis. Okay, and what do we have here? That's a Jaguar? Holy cow. This one wasn't designed during the Ford years, was it? Ford owned Jaguar for a while, didn't they? You ended up with a Ford Taurus with a oddly Jaguar-looking rear window. I don't think they meant to make many of them. It wasn't meant to be a high volume car. A Type E, this was not. Or an XK, whatever. Another Bugatti back in the corner. And then we got this Salem's S7 Competition. It is gorgeous, yes. 2004 Maserati MC12. Realizes the chassis of an Enzo Ferrari, which they then looks like they stretched like taffy. The only known example produced in orange. Of course. '2006 Ferrari FXX, all original 83 miles. Let's show some front ends here. Good grief. The last 18 Cobras built, according to that. I think this is the original Cobra. 2017, one of 11 factory competition Cobras. I don't think there's anything going to be readable in this, except for the top couple lines. Let's go look around at the Cobras. You know, quite frankly, to me, it looks like somebody took an MGB and fed it steroids. Very nice, though. Now that's an interesting back end. I would guess those are the fuel fillers there. a future driver, I think. If they still have cars then. And just when you thought it might be ending, I'm not sure we're going to get back to see that Jeep. He who has the most toys gets to buy a warehouse to put them in. Wow. One of 300 total production for a 1953 Corvette, VIN number 284. People didn't like the fact it didn't have door handles on the outside. You know, I can draw the line in the styling from that 56 to at least a 67. I mean, it's smoothed out and straightened up, but the curves, the Coke bottle curves are there. And then they went to dual headlights. 58s. Oh, they're missing a 60 and a 61. '67. Possibly one of my favorite years of the Corvette, just based purely on looks. This is a 66 Corvette, convertible. 64, major styling changes. Corvette Z06, 63. All right. I can't get a 67. I'll take this one. I just like that back end design. The split window. And then we get to the 68s and up. '71 Corvette LS6 convertible. The LS6 vinyl roof. Nope, it's a textured painted finish. It is not vinyl. Interesting. LT1 from a 71. 76 original miles on this green Corvette. Well, it doesn't say anything about it being a barn find, but it's the first one after they put in all the new safety standards, the ones that turned the Capri into a sloppy mess. Then we get into the more, what I consider the modern body style, the 80s. The 50th anniversary Corvette, that's actually a 2003, excuse me, not the 80s. But it does have a similar body style going back into the 80s. This is 92, 89. Drop back into the Stingray design, the pace car for the Indianapolis 500. Oh yeah, and just for a little different, Gremlin X, American Motors. Even though it's 2012, it was a very similar body style to what they've been maintaining since the very late 80s, at least. '69, '68, '68 Coupe, and the '68 Roadster. Aha, there is my car, '67 Coupe. If I had the money, this would probably be the year and design that I would go for. Yep, with the curved back window. Well, that one's not a split window, but even so. I don't know what it is, I just like the looks. Convertible. 57 Chevy Bel Air, as my father just mentioned, am I not heard? And we've got a lineup of late 2000 series, I think. one of approximately 262 barrel Alcoa 9s. Buick GS 400. Go fast with class. '71 Buick Grand Sport Stage 1, one of 72 Stage 1 automatic convertibles. .455 cubic inches. This is a 1971 Oldsmobile 442 W30, one of 110 W30 automatic convertibles. One of 96 W30 4-speeds from 1970. We're dropping back in time. This is 1969 442. 1969 Hurst Olds prototype. That one needs a mirror behind it. Show this tail end of that thing. Alright. '69 Hurst Olds convertible, ultra rare, one of two in existence. There's a Hurst shifter on it. Got Camaro Alley up here, C28s. $48,000 original miles. Wow, that's a lot of miles. I'm not sure what this will look like on a screen, but this looks oddly distorted on the phone. The front end is not quite that flat looking. 72 Camaro. 70 Camaro. This is It's a Super Sport 70. That is obviously not a Camaro, not with a Hemi in it. We're going to be swinging back and forth. The Yenko name is going to feature in a lot of these, I think. Don Yenko had the dealer supercar concept dialed in. One of 10 in Olympic gold. And if you didn't want a Camaro, you could get a Chevelle. Now this is the 53rd annual Indianapolis 500. The Corvette we saw earlier was the 62nd. And this is the actual pace car from the Indianapolis 500. Actual number 1. Chevy Nova. Yenko Deuce. 1 of 10 in this orange. One of 64 Yenko Super Camaro 450s. This is an unrestored Survivor with just under 11,000 miles for Chevelle Super Sport. Okay, I like this color. Midnight blue. Or something similar, but very blue. I like that. Chevelle Malibu SS. Captured test fleet vehicle number 1. Okay, sort of part 2. After an hour and 50 minutes, I decided it was time to split the file. So this is an AMC Javelin SST Mark Donahue edition. So this was AMC's entry into the supercar, or not supercar, but the muscle car sweepstakes. And then there's a Rambler. And you gotta love their neon. Plymouth Duster 340 Rapid Transit System show car. So this was a modified car, which makes it special. Dodge Charger Super Bee from 71, one of 9, 426 cubic inch Hemi 4-speeds. This is a Charger factory RT package. And they think it's possibly a one-off. Roadrunner GTX with a factory sunroof in it and what looks like a vinyl roof. What you're looking at is a car that should have never been built. Just look at the motor in there. Back when mechanics actually had a room to work, I think. And now we go down Mustang Alley. Shelby Mustang Alley. One of 506 street production models, one of 506, one of 4 drag units. Okay, great. Just enjoy the view as we go walking past. Another factory drag car. Carryover car. Had both 55 or 65 and 66 model year features. One of 4 GT350 convertibles. Cadillac Bonneville, I believe. Pontiac Bonneville, not Cadillac. Yeah. I am not a GM person, I'm afraid. And then we've got the Judge. Imagine yourself behind the wheel. The Judge. One of 17 Judge convertibles. One of 6 Ram Air 4 4-speeds known to exist. One of 108 convertibles. One of 43 Ram Air 4 4-speed convertibles. Wow. 1966 Pontiac Bonneville 421 high output V8 with 4-speed transmission, believed to be one of 5 built. Entering Trans Am Bill. Pre-decal days. One of 98. One of 8 total production 69 Pontiac Trans Am convertibles. And here is a second of one of 8. They've got two of the 8, a quarter of the production. And this is one of 4 4-speeds. Okay, so actually they've got 4 of the 8 convertibles produced. Half the production run you have just seen, and this is the last one of the 69 Pontiac Trans Am convertibles. The very last Trans Am convertible produced for over a decade. I don't remember ever seeing this blue and white paint job on the road. Trans Am Super Duty. One of 59. 2 of 59. Joe Dirt movie car, 111 miles. Shelby Mustang GT500, GT350, 4. Right, the orange car is a 1970 Shelby Mustang GT350 convertible, 1 of 57. The green car is a 1969 Shelby GT500 convertible, 1 of 22. Seems odd putting them beneath the Dodge Plymouth sign. This one's equipped with a supercharger and fog lamps in the grille. '69 Boss 302, 1 of 1,628. '69 Boss 429 KK 1220. One of just 499 built. Mercury Kruger Boss 302. The green is the 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 302. The yellow is the 1970 Mercury Cougar Boss 302. They made a lot more of the Mustangs. Boss 351. It's not a Mach 1, but it's the same body style. What we got here is a collection of Ford Fairlanes. Ford Torino. GT. One of three. One of eight. XL 1967 Ford XL 7-liter Force 27 sideways. One of three. 427 dual 4 speeds. For a 1967 Ford LTD two-door hardtop. We've got the Ford Fairlanes. On a 57 factory R-coated lightweight 1966 4-lane Ford Fairlanes. One of the more unusual police vehicles you will see, 1966 Ford F-100 Police Interceptor pickup truck. Ford Galaxy 7-liter, one of two factory 427 convertibles. One of 49 XL Galaxy R codes for a 1966 Ford Galaxy 500 XL. (1965) Ford Galaxy. Oh, 74 Di Tommaso Pantera Survivor, 790 original miles. So these are for Lincoln Mercury that built that called on these to be built. Ford 351 Cleveland V8, the 5-speed manual. And the Pantera GTS. I believe this is a Tucker. Count them, 6 exhaust pipes. I guess he didn't believe in manifolds. of 5100. I have to watch that movie. Never seen it. 68 Mercury Cougar hardtop. The classic run-in. Only known 1970 Black Mustang Boss 302. They got to the point they have to start stacking them. 64.5 Mustang convertible, which would have been the first year, the model year for the Mustang. There's a 70 Boss 0302 on top. Mustang 2+2. Iris color. 3.5 miles on the odometer. The story on this one's interesting. I think all the entire top road are 70 Boss 302s.
Is that right?
I think so.
This one here is like that one that Jim Myers has got. He's got the Mach 1.
Pre-production prototype Boss, earliest 409, 429 now. 69. Pre-production prototype. Then we have a dual gear. First dual gear VIN 100. Estimated 117 were built. About 32 are known to exist. Sort of a Dodge chassis. Mach 1 Mustang here, 69. Cobra Jet convertible, also a 69. 69 Mustang Mach 1. One of two with ASC, whoever they are, sunroof. This ASC is a Carol Shelby thing. Cougar XR7 convertible. Drag pack test car. It's interesting with that thing up front. Ram air induction. It's a gun sight grill. Interesting. 1970 Mercury Cyclone. Back to the Ford Galaxies. Ford 300. A lot of muscle under that thing's hood. Definition of a sleeper. Galaxy lightweights. Yeah, Ford Ranchero. One of 60 Super Cobra jets. Oh my goodness. It's a hot rod Ranchero. A muscle car with a pickup bed. (1957) Ford Ranchero with a supercharger. And we've got like I don't know, a swarm of Cudas. A school of Cudas? Do Cudas swim in schools? Oh, I believe I've seen one of these things down in the road in Southern California in the 70s. Complete with a window sticker. Can't quite make out the price. Mind you, they have a matched set. Beneath the Chevrolet sign, they have the Cudas. And they put the Mustangs under a Dodge Plymouth sign. I don't understand. One of 48 Hemi Torque Flight automatics. Okay. This is one worth reading. Not quite a match set. This is one of 22 Hemi 426 Hemi 4-speeds. And another school of Cudas. The only way to define it is a school. Sport Fury. The 426 in it. Then we got a Superbird, one of 77. Roadrunner Superbird. Dodge Challenger, one of 5 426 Hemi 4-speed convertibles in purple, plum crazy purple. Unique looking shifter, and the keys are in it. Another Challenger, one of 4 US 426 Hemi Torque Flight convertibles, this time in a green color. One originally owned by an anesthesiologist. I don't think he wanted a car that would put him to sleep. We got a Hemi Cuda convertible, one of 2 US 426 Hemi 4-speeds. Total of 12 built convertibles. GB5 True Blue Metallic. You'll notice that the shifter and column were the same as the Challenger. This is a one of 5 Torque Flight convertibles. And believe it or not, this car does have a back seat. I'm just not sure I want to try and sit in it. Yeah, it's got a cassette player. And I think a microphone. This is FY1 Lemon Twist paint. This is the last Hemi Cuda convertible made. Out of 12 convertibles built in the final year of production. You can just assume that all of these are one of some low number. This is one of 59 here. This one's one of 12. The cheese grater grill. Oh, this is one of 5. And okay, this is a CUDA convertible 71. All right. And then you move over to its brother, the Roadrunner. Definitely a different front end. And a Roadrunner. And a phone slip. Plymouth GTX 71. So this is same basic car as the Roadrunner from the appearances. Some styling differences, but very similar. Semi 70 Plymouth CUDA and a different grill. So 71 was the cheese grater introduction. Citron Mist color. One of 17 CUDA convertibles. Really, the CUDA wasn't that popular as a convertible. The very first 446 barrel 4-speed A12, okay. Plymouth GTX. Interesting how between 68 and the 70s the design went round. And this is the old tank design. Could place a family of 6 in the trunk. The Belvedere with a Hemi. Another Belvedere, also with a Hemi. And a Satellite. The world's fastest Tempest. This is Race Car Central. One of 6 Tempest Le Mans Super Duty Coupes. The ultimate borrowed find. Ford Fairlane 500 Thunderbolt. Mercury Comet. It's got that muscular look. Plymouth Cyclone AFX. This is the winner of the 1965 Daytona 500. 1964 IndyCar. The 1980 Plymouth Arrow Funny Car. I'm not even sure I remember the Plymouth Arrow. But Kenny Bernstein's. Then we have a Pontiac Trans Am Funny Car. Ford Bronco, Baja Bronco. '62 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty. One of 179. Marv Tonkin. I guess that's Ron Tonkin's dad, I guess. One of 11 1962 Ford Galaxy lightweights. And a 1963 2020 Ford GT Heritage in the funky paint. Powered by a V6 3.5 liter that produces 660 horsepower. Good grief. '55 Chevy Bel Air. That's a Rolls-Royce Merlin aircraft engine, the same one the P-51 Mustang used, which means it extends, shall we say, rather a long ways back into the body of this thing. This is Australian, so it's right-hand drive. But I'm not sure that the Merlin actually got 3,000 horsepower. been too short. And just a few extra toys. '68 Dodge Hearst Semi-Dart, or Hemi-Dart, excuse me. Nicky Stage 3 LS6 Camaro known as the Educator. Bobby Unser's Pike Peak Racer, the only Ford-sanctioned Boss 429 Torino known. This is a 73 Mustang Boss 302 race development car. Back end of the Educator. And one of the Wilder paint jobs on the first ZL1 Camaro of 69 produced in 1969. Check the hood out. Big plexiglass thing on it. Got over those 4-barreled carbs. 2 of them. Dodge Chargerville. Let's swing for 1 second. 1970 Plymouth Superbird Tribute. Basically rebuilt with modern technology. Charger RT. And again, one of those rare Hemi convertibles because they didn't seem to make that many CUDA convertibles in any given year. That's a 1969 Dodge Charger RT with an automatic in it. All right, we're on a secondary battery. Again, Hemi convertible or Cuda convertible, 1 of 5 4-speeds. This is a 1 of 1, a Hemi with a sunroof for a Dodge Challenger. Okay, you have bought a 1970 Dodge Challenger RTJ 23R, JS23R with the N94 fiberglass hood package. You live in fear of ever damaging that hood because only 1 of 2 were built with it. So you do not have spare parts available, quite likely. Another Cuda convertible, 1 of 9, with 1 particular option package. All right, I could almost stand to drive a purple car if it was this one. Just Challenger after Challenger after Challenger. One of 9 convertibles with a torque flight. Factory shaker. So that's the name of the hood, was an N96 shaker hood. Okay. And this is the only factory 1971 Hemi E-body sunroof car. It's a 1971 Dodge Challenger Hemi 4-speed RT. And it has a sunroof. You can sort of see it's open there. One of 12. With the shaker hood. And yes, that is deliberately blurred as they put the sticker. Well, it looks like one with a big hole in it. Because that thing underneath it goes like this. Uh-huh. Okay, so I saw an AMC Javelin, an AMC Gremlin. What am I missing from the AMC? Oh, I'm thinking what car I'm missing from the AMC product line, but I don't think they have one. It's the one with the big bubble rear window. It wasn't a Gremlin. AMC. Okay. I'm just trying to think of the car from Wayne's World, which they then turned into a limo. All right.